done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? See, why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
I'm here.
Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself. You.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, with the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Okay.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a but person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
gonna knock being a hoe. I'm not gonna knock being a hoe. I'm 26 years old. I'm not knocking being a hoe. You 27 and you still knocking being a hoe? That's crazy. I don't get it. You got how many kids? Exactly. I got 0 kids. I'm a hoe. I'm gonna tell you.
Girl outfits, you're looking like me. What I do is I get money from dudes, you feel me? From being sensual and just using my looks and all of that. You feel me? Why do you want to do that if you don't want to be treated like that? If you don't like the girls that walk the corner or dance on the poles, why do you want to look like one? Why do you want to act like one? Don't you want to be treated like a Michelle Obama? So look like one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to look the part. Like, for example, if I get a BBL and I go work in Dollar Tree, y'all gonna say, why do you have a BBL when you should be working in the club and all of this stuff? Like, you working at Dollar Tree or you working in the school with a BBL. Like, what's the point of that? You see what I'm saying? So when I wear these giant heels outside to the club, you think I'm supposed to work at the club, right? Not be in attendance at the club. Why are you guys walking around outside with less clothes than I wear? Doesn't make sense. Why are you guys walking outside with your zebra cakes? I'm saying zebra cakes because we see the stretch marks and everything. We see the Tootsie hairs. We see everything. And you don't want to be treated like me? I'm sorry, but it just needed to be said from... And when I say this, bro, but I'm going to tell y'all as a swerker, bro, I'm a 304, a dancer, or whatever, right? Listen, don't dress for the attention that you do not want, okay?
To be a boss player, what do I say to my wife? I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules. That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player. What do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family? We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but if y'all know, you know, Wednesday, aka Hump Day, is one of my favorite days of the week. One, because Wednesday and I used to go to a certain bar on Wednesday nights, and at a certain bar. If y'all know which bar I'm talking about in Miami, I used to go to this little hood bar, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll say for the last, ever since I've been out here, mostly on Wednesdays, if everyone wanna, you know, if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just having a drink, you know, having a good vibe, maybe catching a little hood rat, I go to this little spot called Sticks in Miami, also known as Wesley's, so if y'all old enough to know. The long story short is, one reason I like Wednesdays is because Wednesdays, I always have some kind of karaoke night or something going on in Miami, right? Or in Broward County. Now, of course, you know, Wednesday, also I like is because it's hump day, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm on the dark side, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to get girls to send me pictures of their ass and shit, you dig? But anyway, long story short is, you know, Wednesday is usually my favorite day of the week because it's, you know, in the middle of the weekend. I know I'm halfway through the work week. I know I got 2 more work days, 2 more grueling work days, and I know that the weekend is mine, all mine. I need a weekend in my life. Now, with that being said, today I had a not so good day today at work. And, you know, mainly what is in mine is because I still work for a motherfucker. When you work for other people, you're never, trust me, your days are never going to be that great. You dig? It's not at all.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
And let's not forget your boy Callie is getting over a cold. And I think if I take some NyQuil again tonight, I think I should be 100% tomorrow. So, but with that being said, the thing is that I don't like being talked to. I mean, here's the thing. I don't mind having a debate or even learning something that I haven't learned before if I'm getting taught something. But what I don't like is to be quizzed or, second question, don't second question me or triple question me. And I essentially had to go off on my boss today. And when I said go off, I didn't cuss him out, but I had to set his ass straight. You know what I'm saying? Because, at the end of the day, I need my job. I got to pay bills like everybody else. We all got our responsibilities, but you're not going to fucking talk to me all kind of crazy. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think he talked to me necessarily crazy per se. But at the same time, like, don't bullshit a bullshitter. I mean, I'm much older than the guy. Probably not that much older, but I'm at least significantly older than the guy who was like talking to me today. Okay, right? And basically, I just told him, look, I'm not about to go through your bullshit. I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? It's not like I'm getting written up. It's not like I did something bad to get. But you're not gonna talk to me any old way. If anything, I'm gonna talk to you any old way. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to fire me up for that, y'all can go ahead. We can talk about that with unemployment, but you're not going to talk to me all, you're not going to talk to me crazy, or you're not going to talk to me out of line, or you're not going to question me to certain things. Especially the fact is, at the end of the day, I work in a production-based, job. If I don't produce, shit, y'all can get rid of me. You feel me? But I'm not about to have somebody, look, my daddy died over 10 years ago. Nobody else is going to be my daddy. I'm not looking for one. All right. So with that being said, watch how you talk to me. So anyway, and then not only am I being questioned by a little motherfucker, but then it was just a busy day. This unnecessary busy. So busy to the point that, I know I've been trying to come in on time on this show, right? Like around 9:15 if I can, maybe 8:30, 8:45. I had to push this all the way to 9:45 because, my whole day was completely thrown the F off, you feel me? From that whole interaction. But anyway. Oh shit. We got people already in here in the chat. Sky Daddy 444 comes through. He says, hit the like button, Ninja. I appreciate you, G.
My nigga.
I actually see that you dropped me a $2 super chat too. It says womb donors are the best. As Jesus can't save these 3 or 4s. Why are you trying?
This is a sick Negro.
Now, Sky Daddy 4444 said, feel you, big dog. The grind is real. Keep pushing through. The Coach Tribe got your back. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams and the Free Agent Lifestyle. But, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy when Coach be cooking because sometimes I just be looking at the shit that he be telling these youngsters and stuff. I was like, he's right. He's right. Like, you feel me? Like, and I don't get his thing. Me, I don't complain about anything. I don't complain about the dating market. I don't even really complain about my job either. Like I told him, like, hey, if y'all want to, y'all can just let me go. Oh, nothing to let me go? Oh, y'all can't wrap me up? Oh, okay, I'm going back to work now. I don't want to hear your bullshit. You feel me? Like, as long as I'm doing my job, you ain't really got shit to say to me. And I don't have to listen to you. I mean, you could talk to me. I can hear you, but I don't have to listen. People could have a whole conversation. I'll tune your ass the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's really all bullshit. Nobody can tell me I'm not a good employee or I'm not a good worker or nothing like that, right? So, like I said, do what y'all gotta do. I have to be honest with y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? I've had times, I guess maybe I got fired or let go, and maybe, I kind of regretted it because maybe I needed the money at the time. Maybe, I didn't want to go through I didn't want to weather the storm. But can I be honest with you, y'all? I had never, ever had any job or career or anything that I felt that I couldn't improve upon. So it's like, okay, I have a job, you know, it's a decent job. I guess it pays the bills. But if I was to lose this shit, you think, oh, I'm just going to just be bad and have to go back to McDonald's? No. The next job I get will be paying much more. You feel me? That's why Coach Greg Adams wants, you know, people to boss up. You know, try to get as much money as you can now. And guess what? Anything that doesn't work out, you just got to advance to the next level of the game. You feel me? So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, and a lot of people, I guess a lot of people heard me over talk to them, to my supervisor. And they're like, oh man, Dan, I guess you don't, you say, oh, you know, he say, you know, like, you know, we say something like, oh, we wish we were that brave or something like that. But I don't think it has anything to do with being brave. I think it has to do with experience. 45-year-old man, I know I could go get another job that's paying that much for a job. They're not doing me any favors. Is it a decent job? Is it not better than maybe most jobs you probably have to go get on Indeed? Maybe. But that doesn't mean that's the thing. If y'all had to bet on that one job that y'all have, y'all already fucked up. Y'all already lost. Because guess what? One thing that's constant is change. Your job could be paying you $100K. But guess what? If they decide to go change industry, you tell me you can't go and get another job at $100K? You was one of them niggas who lucked up on a good job, and if you lose this good job, that means you can never get a job to replace that job, bruh. Yo, that means you need to start working on your life and maybe get some trades or go back to school or something, because no job that I've ever been given, I've never been able to replace or get another job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I almost kind of feel like motherfucker fire me. That's just only going to motivate me to get more money. But guess what? These people, I've been kind of not giving a fuck about this job for a while, and they actually give me a promotion. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. Not that I don't like it, but you're not about to look. What I'm about to do is you're not about to raise my hypertension. I'm not about to raise my blood pressure for my job. Yeah, I might have a gray and silver beard, like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm an Oakland Raiders fan. But yo, you notice that there's a little bit on top, but not too much. I notice I still got my hairline, you know, I ain't receding or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the bald spots. That's from living stress-free. You know what I'm saying? Don't wrong. I'm not saying I never stressed out ever at all. But that's from not letting people stress me the fuck out, bro. Now, Sky Daddy 444 says, I work a 9 to 5, have a successful business, and trying to get my YouTube thing popping. The hustle never stops. Can't let these mouth-breathing normies control your life. But cool heads prevail. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, yo. See, Sky Daddy, I'm kind of glad you're on, because now I kind of ripped a little bit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I look, I don't think I was gonna flash. I wasn't gonna crash out. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. William was not gonna come out. William was not gonna come out. It was, you know, you wasn't gonna hear that, you know, here's William. No, William didn't come out, but no lie, my supervisor, I kind of felt like I kept on feeling like he was trying to like try me. Like, you know, here's the thing about human nature. People are gonna try you just because they want to see if they can, or if, you know, I guess he wanted to see if, you know, his supervisor powers would succeed or supersede that. No, I don't give a fuck if you're a supervisor. I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, why would I be scared of a man who breathes the same air as me, man? Especially you're younger, man, bro. You're still wet behind the ears. See, the thing is, they're trying to get me into the company fold. But the thing is that, you know, I kind of know his thing. I've been in corporate America for so long that I know it's already bullshit. So I'm not trying to play the game. But the only time I play game with corporate is when it comes to the money. I don't mind doing my job or even playing the game if y'all going to promote me. But if y'all ain't going to promote me to the spot that I really want, don't expect me to bend up and backwards. Because I truly, like, look, the job I have, it's not that it's not a good job, but I truly believe it's replaceable. I mean, I worked for myself for about 2 years, 2.5, 3 years after COVID. So it's like I could do it again. I mean, it probably wouldn't, you know, granted things are a little bit different, but it could still be done, you know. Hey, you know, your last year's plan doesn't work for this year. You got to come up with a new one. And, you know, that's what it's about, man. And that's why we're here to kind of, you know, speak our mind, you feel me? Scott Daddy says, here's William. Yeah, but I really, you know, had said what I had to say. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not about to let nobody stress me or make me grow, you know what I'm saying? Make me lose in sleep. Because like I said, I have to be honest with you, y'all. And y'all probably know this to be true. Most of y'all jobs are holding y'all back. The fact that you get the fact that you're still making a certain amount of money at your job every week is probably holding you back from applying for another job. And y'all know it's true. You know why? Because I'm guilty of this too. We all had that good job or that job that was paying well. And just because you was getting paid well, we never even took the time and said, fuck it. You know, I got a couple of times instead of me watching TV, why don't I apply to somewhere? Or while I watch TV, why don't I apply to somewhere while I'm watching TV? You know what I'm saying? You smoking that blunt? You smoke the blunt and still apply to another job. My boy XL Pro comes through. He says, salute. And then he also says, like, share, and subscribe. $ Cali West 1. Salute. Other people are coming in, so I appreciate you. Now, when I said that, people jumped out like hot potato, but it's all good. Sky Daddy says, salute to XL Pro. And then he says, multiple hustles is the new hustle. Facts. I agree. But Sky Daddy, I think my conundrum or my situation is just that I want my one job to be able to cover all my expenses, right? And then I want to be able to have another job or hustles to be able to try to come up to advance to the next level, right? You know, the 9 to 5, take care of the, bills and, and food and stuff like that, right? And then I have other money so I could, go on vacation or, think about getting a better apartment or, things like that. You feel me? Now, Sky Daddy 404 says facts. Jobs be holding people back. Nobody going to pay you like you pay yourself. Facts. And guess what? And here's nothing too. Now that's facts. That's facts. And here's the thing. The only way for you to pay yourself, there's always gonna be somebody else who'll pay you more than the other motherfucker too. That's another thing that people need to kind of realize as well. Because granted, I feel like I put out more content when I was working when I was door dashing, had a job and a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I kind of felt like my job was basically essentially working for myself. So, and then it was like, okay, they're not door dashing. It was literally like I felt like it was labor intensive, but other than that, and it wasn't even that much labor intensive either. It was just more, than just being in the office, of course, you feel me? In the AC office. But I can honestly say, man, doing work out in the field, they goes by fast. They being cooped up in the office. When you're cooped up in the office, they be trying to find busy work for you and shit like that. But yeah, your job will hold you back. Not many people look at his thing. Why do you think married men make more money than single men? Usually. It's usually because married men always have to look for another come up because, everybody who got kids, y'all know that kids are least expensive when they're babies. It's actually when they start getting older and start being independent of you. It's when they actually start getting even more expensive. Anyone who got kids, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So by default, the husband and the needs of your wife, the needs of your wife is gonna change too. Remember when she didn't care, all she wanted was cheap tacos. Cheap tacos? Well, guess what? She might not mind eating them cheap tacos, but she wanted to be able to drive her Range Rover or her Chevy Tahoe to go get these cheap tacos. You know what I'm saying? She's still that same woman that you married as far as eating, but her needs and want as far as providing and protecting is going to change, right? So that's why mostly men go make more money because they have kids and they have a family, right? Versus a dude who's a bachelor and, all he does is take his money for his, all he does is the money is just pay rent and weed and shit like that. He's going to have a different mindset and look at things. He's going to look at it. He's just looking at a job as a means to an end. You feel me? Means to an end, and that's how I kind of felt when I was working for myself and I was doing the DoorDash. It's like I kind of felt like I had more chance to make content, and mind you, I was making content from scratch. Like I wasn't even doing it live; I was doing it on record. You feel me? So it's like now, it's like I can honestly say that even though I probably put in more hours of content, I feel like I had more thought process because I didn't have a job that was taking a toll for me throughout the day. And when I say job, not even a job for myself, because when I worked for myself, I actually did some more dangerous, more work that you had to focus on. But because maybe I enjoyed it, it didn't feel like work. And then also too, I didn't have I didn't have a supervisor and a manager over my neck and nothing like that. So I kind of was at the liberty of doing kind of wanted. So if I wanted to take a moment and think about a great idea, I could take a moment and think about it. So that people look at me crazy when I'm on my phone. Now, SkyDaddy444 says, married men are slaves. Damn, bro. For real?
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
I believe it. That's why I'm glad I never did. For real, for real. Salute for that.
My nigga.
Yeah. So, yo, we've been riffing and rapping really just about a bunch of bullshit this whole time. So it's really about my day, just about, I guess it's a fellowship, right? It's a fellowship, right? One or two people is a fellowship. So I really appreciate y'all really ripped in. I guess that's why some people are leaving, because they want to hear the real topic. Okay, y'all. Let's get started the Cali West way, y'all. Come on, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it.
This is a sick Negro.
So I came across this video. Well, my boy CJ from Facebook sent me this video. Not a very long video, but a short video. But it's a short video, but we could fucking really deep dig and dive into this video. Check this out.
People don't cheat. Why would I fuck up my happy home over some when I've taken so many? I don't even know my body count. I've seen it all, done it all, tried it all, bid, flipped it, everything. So what am I gonna fold for? You inexperienced people fold for anything because you never had shit.
Do y'all agree with that?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read. You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, yo, do y'all agree with any of that shit that she was saying, bro? Listen to her reasoning.
Ran through people don't cheat. Why would I fuck up my happy home over some when I've taken so many? I don't even know my body.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now, y'all. Whenever a woman ever asks, when it comes to cheating, why would I? They are already proving themselves to be cheat. I mean, I know it sounds like, yeah, but whenever they say, why would I? Why would you? Like, I used to have this bitch who, used to say, well, why would I lie? Because you don't want to get caught, you stupid bitch. Like, what they try to do is they try to make it seem as if, it's below them to lie when they're literally lying to your face. Look at her bags on her eyes. She's stressed from the lies, bruh. She's stressed from the lies. And now she's trying to feed us lies.
I've seen it all, done it all, tried it all, bid, flipped it, everything.
So you've been there, done that, and done it all, flipped it and everything. And look at her smiling with her big ass titties. I wonder if I'm one of those some Hooters or some Zoom Zooms. Anyway, with that being said, what I do feel that's actually funny, and what's really just ironic about this situation is the fact that she said she's done it all, flipped it and did it, did everything right under the sun. Doesn't that show that she has a lack of restraint? it's like if your boy Cali came on here, it was like, okay, y'all see me smoking my, I'm smoking my cigar, right? But, I'm like, well, shit, So I did shrooms. I did, the 2C, the cocaine. I did the, I did the baking soda with the Arm & Hammer. I did, I don't know, like some fentanyl shit or some shit. I did some motherfucker, I don't know, speed, LSD, motherfucking primos, motherfucking Angel Dust Holmes. Wouldn't y'all motherfuckers look at me a little crazy? Like, I mean, y'all probably already look at me like I'm crazy, but not that type of crazy, not stupid crazy, right? Like, I just was like, damn, Kelly, you ain't hold back nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that show that I have a lack of constraint if I told y'all I did all these type of drugs, whether they were medicinal or not, whether they were prescribed to my doctor? Y'all would say, damn, Kelly, he is, he doesn't have any control. Like, he has a lack of control. He says yes to everything. That's what this chick is. This chick right here is essentially saying that says yes to everything. She said yes to everything, but now she's trying to tell us she's going to say no to cheating. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what? Like, let's continue. I'm gonna play this a few times tonight, y'all, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be on, but we're gonna play through this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A few times. Because this shit is comedy.
So what am I gonna fold for? You inexperienced people fold for anything because you never had shit.
Why did she start getting all in the camera like the camera was a person, bro? Yo, something wrong with this bitch, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
My boy Sky Daddy 444 says, get it off your chest. A fellowship is just 2 or more men only. He said 2 or more men only. Facts. He said never fellowship with women. Cook, big dog. Hey, facts. All facts, bro. You ain't telling no lie. That the no woman part.
Emotional damage.
My nigga.
Yeah, man. And then, Sky Daddy said, bitch babble. Exactly. And then he says, Sky Daddy 404 says, lonely fans promotion-ish. Yeah, with her titties all in the motherfucking camera, talking about she could be faithful. You already cheating. You don't even have a boyfriend. You already cheating. You already cheating. You already showing your whole tendencies. A man support man comes through. Salute. He says, salute to Kelly West and everyone in the chat. And then he says, he's off his rocker. Here's William.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, man. We in here, man. I appreciate y'all, for real. I'm pretty surprised for a show I had to jumble together after fucking being pissed off at my job. I'm glad I was able to come off and y'all enjoy this. I'm going to play this one more time for y'all. For everybody who's coming in on late.
Ran through people don't cheat. Why would I fuck up my happy home over some... When I've taken so many, I don't even know my body count. I've seen it all, done it all, tried it all, bids, lived it, everything. So what am I going to fold for? You inexperienced people fold for anything because you never had shit.
Okay. Y'all boys mind if I entertain her for a second? Let me entertain that sentiment right there. Okay? Let's just say, all right, look, for argument's sake, let's just say she would not fold. Would y'all want to be with a woman who said that she fucked everybody? Come on now, let's just be real, y'all. I'm not saying, look, we all got our threshold of how much of a hoe she is, right? It's like, okay, we know if we could drive her around town and we take her to certain like spots, acting the sticker in us, okay, we already know that at least she's not an all-out hoe, you know what I'm saying? No one, you don't see no dudes, hitting her for a phone or, nothing crazy popping off. You can maybe gauge and take and assume, you know what I'm saying, and ask her family or, her friends from high school something about her, right? But this chick, you don't even know from a can of paint. Well, let's just say you just take it on face value that she's not gonna fuck with anybody else. Does that matter? Does that matter? It's like if I took a bottle of water, right? Or I had a bottle of water and it's clear and nothing was in it, you want to drink it, right? But if every time, but what if I had that same cup of water, but what I did was before I gave it to you, I put my finger in it a few times, right? But then right before I gave it the water again, I say, all right, I'm not going to put my fingers in it anymore. But then I try to give it to you. Would you want it? And that's the same sentiments I had to deal with this chick talk about, I ain't going to fold. I ain't going to fold. It was not even so much about you folding. See, folding is only half the battle. That's if we decide to get with you. But yo, you still ain't explained how we supposed to like you and you ran through choo-choo.
Nope.
You need to explain to us why we supposed to want you if you said that you've been with everybody. Man, straight 304 status, bruh. And she admitted to the point that she don't even know her body count. But I'm supposed to take my, you know what I'm saying, package and put that into her, bruh? What the fuck?
Gotta know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now to her.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Now Sky Daddy 444 says give her $150 to leave at best. How many rounds you gonna give me for that 150?
Ran
Let's
through
look at
people
her.
don't cheat.
You know what's funny? She's not even an ugly chick. She just like she look like she ain't got no sleep. You can tell she smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? You know, not talking shit about people necessarily smoke weed, but she going through something to the point that her and it's funny because, you know, I know I have them, you know what I'm saying? I usually kind of like a little bit of bags on my eyes, but that's just a characteristic of, you know, that's a family characteristic. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know, y'all know. But this chick, she looks like she ain't getting no rest. She looks like she go to bed at 1 o'clock and wake up at like 7 o'clock, bro. Or wake up at 12 o'clock in the day. And you know she definitely fucking brothers, bro. Look how she look, bro. Look how she talking. Look how she's talking. That's the sister. That's the sister move right there.
He ain't lying.
Mm-hmm. But my whole for $150. Shit, hopefully they gonna get 2 rounds for them $150, bro. Shit, pulling that condom, man. I'm pulled up to put that condom over my fucking balls, yo. For real. Shit. But yeah, man. Oh shit. The dark king of everything and nothing up through. He said, salute to Cali West in the chat. He said, headed home for the Church of Iron. And then Sky Daddy 444 says, at Dark King and nothing and everything, he says, salute. Yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. Shit, hey, no lie. Usually, every time you usually come in, I usually do kind of all right for the night. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, for real, for real. Yeah, this must be it is kind of an interesting topic, right? Do y'all want to hear that stupid shit again? For everybody who just came in, do y'all want to hear me play that video again? That shit's so stupid, I gotta play that shit a few times. Oh, shit, my bad.
Over some ran through people don't cheat. Why would I fuck up my happy home over some when I've taken so many? I don't even know my body count. I've seen it all, done it all, tried it all, been flipped it, everything. So what am I gonna fold for? You inexperienced people fold for anything because you never had shit.
Yo, all I heard her say was,
that all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time. And took her breath some more.
Not the banging. Not the banging. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the banging. Not the banging. Yeah, look. She was like this too. Not the bang. Not the bang. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the bang. Not the, look. Not the bang. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, a white woman with bangs. That's funny. Hey, she definitely fuck with ninjas, bro. She's definitely a ninja warrior, bro. For real.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would smash her too, but just don't knock her up, bro. Because if so, your daughter gonna be a hoe, just like her hoe ass mama, bro.
Emotional damage.
Cause best believe she gonna be a hoe for sure.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Call the CSI on them boys. We will revisit that video before the end of the night. But I do want to roll something that I played before, but I must play it again. Where these prom stars are talking about how, how they prefer YNs. Check this out.
I'm 47 and I like YNs because they know how to fuck. YNs because they know how to make this pussy squirt and they don't need a honey pack. Y'all should get a clap. I like YNs because they like me. I don't like YNs because they can't handle all of this.
I don't like YNs. I'm a cougar and I got this gauzy. Fuck with that.
Cougars, we all cougars.
Yeah, man. Yo, you know what's so crazy? You would think these chicks are about my age. You would think that these women, you think they'll just shut the fuck up. But guess what? They can't because they're hoes. Whether they're old hoes, young hoes is hoes. Now, with that being said, they don't understand that, yes, a ninja's gonna still smash. I mean, a couple of them were still looking kind of all right, okay? You know what I'm saying? But, behind that fake, I'm not even gonna get on their prosthetic surgery. I mean, they're not prosthetic, but they're cosmetic surgery. But I'll say this much. If they still ain't got no man, then it don't matter. They're literally just bragging about whose bar is low enough to go still sleep with them, essentially. Because guess what? All the guys who are your age that you're sleeping with, they don't want to sleep with you no more. Why? Because they have access to much younger women.
He ain't lying.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what the comment section got to say. Sky Daddy 444 says catfish of the dating market. That's why they realize that's really why they like YNs, of course. Yo, man, a YN, he go over a woman's house. Here's the thing. I even fell for this too. You know, you go over a chick's house, you know that she got a house. You know, it might be a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, or something like that. It might be a 3-bedroom. You're kind of like, okay, this bitch live in the hood, but she got a little decent little house, right? You know, the bitch might have a fridge full of food, and you know, and you might be able to chill there. You might be able to go fuck her raw dog all day, and nobody say nothing. But see, now as you're an older man, you end up realizing the reason why they were in this nice little decent house is because, you know, Section 8 pays homeowners to sublet their house to the state, right? So essentially, these chicks are just essentially just using, you know, they're not using much to entice these young guys. What young guy wouldn't go fuck an older chick who looks good and is willing to like let him chill at his crib, let her chill in the crib, let him smoke weed at her crib? Because YNs ain't got no crib, they barely got a car, if they even have one. So they're just bragging about the dudes who's willing to hit it. These YNs are not trying to marry you, get serious with these chicks. That's why you don't see none of these chicks with no YNs like that. They're literally just bragging about men having sex with them. And unfortunately, and you know what? I'm not even going to say unfortunately. It is because it is what it is. Most women do that. If you listen to women say that men want them, they're not necessarily referring to men who want to marry them and, you know, and make them an honest woman. They mainly refer to men who just want to put their dick, you know. For real. No cap. Shit. That chick in the beginning I played earlier, she'll tell you.
Let's talk about it. I'm not going to knock being a hoe. I'm not going to knock being a hoe. I'm 26 years old. I'm not knocking being a hoe. You 27 and you still knocking being a hoe. That's crazy. I don't get it. You got how many kids? Exactly. I got 0 kids. I'm a hoe. I'm going to tell you.
See? At least she ain't got up in here talking about, oh, because I'm a hoe, that means that if I get in a relationship, I won't fold because you never had none. Now, I forgot what this chick had to say. Oh, now, you know, women, and what's so crazy too is this message from the woman I played earlier, and I want to play it one more time.
But I'm going to tell y'all as a swerker, bro, I'm a 304, a dancer or whatever, right? Listen, don't dress for the attention that you do not want, okay? You need to dress the part. Because when you're out here wearing poster girl outfits, you're looking like me. What I do is I get money from dudes, you feel me? From being sensual and just using my looks and all of that. You feel me? Why do you want to do that if you don't want to be treated like that? If you don't like the girls that walk the corner or dance on the poles, why do you want to look like one? Why do you want to act like one? Don't you want to be treated like a Michelle Obama? So look like one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to look the part. Like, for example, if I get a BBL and I go work in Dollar Tree, y'all going to say, why do you have a BBL when you should be working in the club and all of this stuff? Like, you working at Dollar Tree or you working in the school with a BBL. Like, what's the point of that? You see what I'm saying? So when I wear these giant heels outside to the club,
she is cooking, but I do want to interrupt her for a brief moment. The reason why a woman would have a BBL and she's working at a Dollar Tree is because the BBLs attract a certain type of dude. And I'm going to just say this right now. Most women who get a BBL are not trying to attract a white man. They're trying to attract a hood ninja, celebrity, basketball player. somebody who is, in the media. But that's who they're trying to attract. That type of woman, that's what type of dude that she's attracted to, with a BBL. So of course, shit, I see people at my job, man, I can honestly say that at my job, that's probably the first time in a long time I've seen women with fake booties in such a large number. I don't even work in a big place. Well, maybe the company, yeah, but the place itself is not even a big place. But I can honestly know about maybe 3 or 4 chicks who got their ass done at my job, bro. And I'm not, what my point is that they want a certain type of dude, or they're trying to attract a certain type of dude. That's what the ass is for, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that, I wouldn't necessarily say a girl who got an ass or a BBL should necessarily work at a strip club. As a matter of fact, depending on how her BBL is, depending on how her BBL is, I don't know. She may not want to work in a strip club. It might just be, she's trying to entice a dude. Because essentially, even the chicks at a strip club who got BBLs are essentially trying to attract celebrities and ball players anyway. So, I don't know. I just wanted to just cut out that one point, and I'll play this video more, and then I'll just let her cook.
Club, you think I'm supposed to work at the club, right? Not be in attendance at the club. Why are you guys walking around outside with less clothes than I wear? Doesn't make sense. Why are you guys walking outside with your zebra cakes? I'm saying zebra cakes because we see the stretch marks and everything. We see the Tootsie hairs. We see everything. And you don't want to be treated like me? I'm sorry, but it just needed to be said from... And when I say this, bro, but I'm going to tell y'all as a swerker, bro, I'm a 304, a dancer, or whatever, right? Listen, don't dress for the attention that you do not want, okay?
Hey, here's my question. As much as she was cooking, would these females listen to her?
Nope.
Right out of the ear, one from one ear and right out of the other. Skydaddy 44444 says BBL rhyme with hell for a reason. Facts. Marcus Easley said you will never run out of content with these hyenas. Nope. And I appreciate you for tuning in all the way from Facebook, my G. Marcus Easley also says, yeah, some of them chicks in corporate using them benefits for them. Hello, right. Yo, it don't matter what the woman, look, we all learn from the dance. Look, Shannon Sharp, old girl just got paid at least $10 to $15 million, right? We all know, think about it. Her doing her OnlyFans and all that shit. Guess what? The whole reason why she was doing the OnlyFans was to get rich. It wasn't because she wanted to show her body. It wasn't because she wanted to be a slut and be nasty in front of everyone. She was doing the OnlyFans so she could trap her somebody. Guess what? She got the big mouth bass, Shannon Sharp. And at that point, once she caught that big mouth bass, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have to even go and do OnlyFans anymore. Hence why she quit. As soon as she, look, the ink on the check didn't even dry yet. She already cashed that motherfucker away. Shit, bro. Straight like that, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I can't believe you did this. I'm appalled. You ain't Paul. You a nigga that's steal.
Shit. Yo, she made off. Yo, she took his money. She robbed him with no knife or gun.
This is a sick Negro.
It's funny. This whole look. You know what's so crazy? Well, I can't stand is the fact that, black men are still trying to. Well, I hate to say this, but black man. I hate to see when black men are still trying to attack other black men. Or not, well, such as Shannon Sharp talking about You know, I had this guy come on there. He made a comment on one of my posts. He said something about, you know, that's because he was messing with the snow. He was playing in the snow. And you know, I said to him, oh, I remember now. He said, he's playing in the snow instead of being with a black woman. Now, you know, now the white people got the money, right? Or whatever, right? That's what he's saying. First off, she's not even, I know she does look white, but she's not, she's not white. Second off, my response to him, I said, okay, yeah, this Spanish woman or white woman or whatever took this money from this man, right? This money from this man, right? I said, but black women send black men to jail all the time for, you know, not paying child support and be putting them on child support, you know, all the time. Like, I'm like, see, you know what homeboy says to me? Oh, I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the people with money. So basically what they're saying is black women could still continue to alienate a kid and get child support instead of co-parenting with a parent and keeping the wealth in the community or within the family, right? He should pay child support so the state could match it and then pay so the federal Fed could match it and give it to the state, right? While the woman essentially takes that money and she's going to blow it on nothing, okay? She'll never save it, right? She's never going to save it. And she might get the man's license suspended, get his, you know, check garnished. All types of shit is going to happen, right? And this happens compounded, you know, from family to family, from man to man, from year to year. Go figure, go back to 60 years. This has probably been going on. And I said to him, I said, yo, what is the deal with y'all socialist, communist manifesto? Just because Shannon Sharp got money, that means y'all should go and sue him? I mean, y'all should want to be with him. So basically, you would have felt okay if Shannon Sharp would have got sued by a black woman because black people would have got the money? No, black people are just always just looking for a goddamn come up.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
But shh, don't tell nobody.
They come up. I'm not even talking about, they work hard and come up. No, they want a giveaway. They want handouts. Now, Sky Daddy 4444 says Baby L is worse than wigs. Yeah, because at least you can just stop wearing a wig, right? Sky Daddy 4444 says, y'all heard it here first. Gabrielle Zuniga is not a real person. All AI. If they don't have a story, they will make one. The propaganda of the story is more important. Oh, he said the propaganda of the story is more important. Seek first. Man, I don't know. I disagree with that. I disagree. I personally disagree only because it's like, okay, you made a story, but he done damn near almost, you know, he essentially has to leave his job and, you know, he lost money on this. See, that's the thing though. He actually lost money on this. Like, it's undisputable that he lost money on doing this whole situation. And he got to pay her. So it's like, okay, they made an AI and would have made a fake case with the court of law. I don't know about all that, dude. Man, you make me want to pull her up though, because no lie, she does look amazing though. Even though she's sue a nigga, you know, sue a nigga would definitely, man, yeah, she could definitely still get it. So there's this other chick, she's putting on some game. Yeah, I got a lot of ladies talking shit about putting some game on tonight, y'all. Check this out.
Y'all niggas gonna go broke trying to impress these hoes. When you should have just act like you was broke just to test the hoe to see if she really with you or not. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty over any of that shit, man. Go get you a down bitch instead of a bad bitch. And you know sometimes them down bitches come with 5 kids. They done fucked a couple nickels.
Oh my
They done been through a lot of shit. They got a lot of war wounds. But one thing about it, that bitch gonna stand down with you when you need them. She gonna stand 10 toes down with you now. She got your front, back, and both sides. You can't get no bitch up like that. Then y'all go get them little fine, little pretty, little prissy hoes. And y'all try to make them into a real bitch. You can't make her into a real bitch because she ain't been through nothing to be a real bitch. She ain't seen no motherfucking hard times and emotions. She don't know about warming up no motherfucking cold water to put on the stove because the motherfucking hot water ain't off. She don't know how to light them goddamn candles because the motherfucking lights cut off. She ain't been through that. So how you expect that bitch to stay?
I'll pass.
This is a sick Negro.
Hit it and give it a 40.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Sky Daddy, you bringing up some good little points or whatever, right? You know, he said pull her up, never talks, no parents, no high school pics, 500,000 K followers, and never heard her talk. AI OnlyFans is $1 billion industry. I mean, that I can't argue. Can I be honest with you? I didn't dig that much deep into her to find out. You could be right. I mean, you know, you're kind of putting out some things that is kind of questionable. Like, it kind of makes you kind of like wonder, you know, whether I could corroborate that or not. But that's definitely food for thought. You know? But like I said, I haven't really, other than the facts with that case, I haven't really did any background research on it or whatever, on whether she's a real person or not. So, I don't know. Hey, I guess nowadays, you know what I'm saying, in the 21st century, anything's possible, I suppose. Oh, I'm sure I played this before, but she's going to talk about the dating pool.
Women to take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is. We started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online. It's time for women to take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is. We started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online showing their full face, their full government is on their page, and they're telling whole stories, but they're not telling the whole story. So now women think that they man and they trick are supposed to act the same. Tricks and boyfriends, they supposed to pay rent and buy bags and buy shoes and take you out to eat 4 times a week. And it's never gonna fucking happen. Boyfriends usually ain't got no money. Tricks usually have money because they're emotionally unavailable and probably just terrible people who are only looking for power and control over a woman's body. But y'all want to take advice from these women. Y'all, now look, now men think they can buy pussy. Now when you looking for love, you go on a date, you shocked that the man think he paying for pussy by buying you filet mignon and some risotto. Yeah, we did that. We were a part of the problem. All these BBLs and stuff, y'all don't think that got something to do with how sex work and normal love life have somehow become intermingled and stuck together forever in a way that's irreparable? I'm just a bitch smoking. Don't ask me nothing.
Hey, she ain't even lying. Yo, she ain't even lying, bruh.
Oh shit!
There's truth to it. Yeah, man, this probably ain't coming back. This ain't coming back. Scott Daddy says the propaganda is to pass the bag to lonely fans, 304s, and SB moving forward. That's the real play. He is just a puppet to push Club Shay reading Rainbow. Hey, you know what? I would definitely like to hear more about that. Like, you know, I don't know if I definitively agree, but you know, I'm listening. I'm open to hear more. I'm definitely open to hear more because here's the thing too. With that whole little you know, remember he did that commercial or whatever. Remember he had that commercial where he, he was like, well, or when he had his IG live and they heard him supposedly doing it. We kind of figured that was kind of fake, right? So at this point, anything is possible. I don't know. Now, Sky Daddy says, got a dip, big dog, great show, all the glory. Shots another $2 super chat. Yo, I appreciate you, G. You know, you will catch up, link up. Yeah, dog. Appreciate you.
My nigga.
Yeah, no lie, I know it's getting late. You know, some people got to be up in the morning. Shit, including me. But, you know, we're going to see how tomorrow goes. Well, I'm not worried about it. Shit. I usually think about the next day until the next day, but, you know, well, when it comes to this content shit, I'm always thinking about it. But work, I ain't gonna lie, I usually just think about work when I get there. So I just be like, damn, I gotta drive to that motherfucker. But, hey, you know, gotta go. Sky Daddy 444 says Kanye West was stealing boxes on his day off. What? You trying to build a clubhouse? Trying to build clubhouses in here, cuz. What else I got for y'all boys? Oh, I guess they're trying to remake. Oh, man. Oh, there's this chick. She's a baby mama. She be always on them damn talk shows. Now, this kind of goes back to Rantu Choo-Choos. A Rantu Choo-Choo doesn't necessarily have to be a woman who gets a train runner. You know, if she slept with one guy and then slept with another guy that same week or even that same day or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was still a train, just that one guy got a transfer. Now, Sky Daddy 444 says, be cool, man. Don't mess up your bag. Make your other place first. Peace. Yeah, man. I heard that, G. Well, yeah. No, hey, look, here's the thing, man. Look, hey, man. At this point, bro, yo, the only thing that can mess up my bag is myself. Because guess what? I'm always money motivated. And I know I got to keep it going. So, you know, no matter what, the hustle don't stop. The hustle will stop. And guess what? Not one company and not one job is going to stop that, G. So I appreciate you on that. You feel me? Hey, feed this, yo. Hey, they would have to fucking let me go. I ain't about to let them go. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They better have a good reason. Because your boy does do his job. You dig? You feel me? Shit. Hey, they gonna have to get rid of me the old-fashioned way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to see. That's the thing. I work hard and I work hard and I know what I'm doing. It's not the hardest job I've done, to be honest. So it's like, you know, I don't make it easy for people. So yeah, you definitely gotta have a little bit of leverage, and it starts with, you know, getting your hustle on. You know, saving for tomorrow, because nothing tomorrow is promised today. And guess what? Unfortunately, you know, we can't pray that there will never be bad times, because the bad times, they do come. They always do. Now, there's this chick who, she's pretty vocal, and y'all seen her before. She's a baby mama. But listen to what she got to say. Check it.
Was it better or worse? What was the experience, better or worse, or the same?
I think it was worse because the penis is plastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason I say that is because it's like, I mean, at least y'all come with dick.
There we go.
I guess they come with dick too, I guess. But, you know, sometimes it's interchangeable. A lot of the times they have emotions tied to the penis, to the strap on. So you're supposed to change the strap on per partner. You're not supposed to.
Oh, wow. They're keeping the strap?
Yes, because it's their dick.
Wow.
That's how they feel about it. Well, at least this was 10 years ago. So I don't know how they do it now. Right. But the dick that came in the backpack was the same dick that came. They had the same backpack for every woman.
That's crazy, bro.
And then when I was like,
hey,
it seems like you should,
swap that out.
Swap it out. It's like, no, this is my dick. No, it's not. It's not your dick.
Bruh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
Now, mind you, this is the same chick who be trying to give advice and argue with dudes about, you know, why, you know, they should pay 100% of bills and how she's still okay to be with her because she's a baby mama and all types of shit. And you know what's funny? I ain't gonna lie. I actually still kind of think that she's kind of cute. But in this little instance right here, you know, I guess everybody has their moments. But she's looking a little funny right there. But, you know, typical baby mama drag bullshit. You feel me? So she done did, look, she did. So she done slept with man, had a baby. She done slept with man. No, she done slept with a bunch of dudes. You know, all right. So she slept with another dude, had a baby by him, then started sleeping with a woman. And then they're gonna come back to you and want you to be faithful to them. She ain't gonna want to give you no goddamn threesome. That's the type of chick that she is. It's like, oh, you messed with females before. Oh, well, I don't mess with females no more. Yeah, that's the type of bitch that is right there.
This is a sick Negro.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I think I have something that touches on that tonight. Where's it at? Oh, this right here. Check it. Point of view. She's only lesbianist when her man isn't around. Bruh.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I kind of feel like that's a setup too. I kind of feel like a chick. I'm not saying that my girl gotta give me a threesome or my wife gotta give me a threesome, but I just kind of feel like if your ass kind of like me messing with girls, you better give me a motherfucking threesome. And you don't have to. Just don't be mad when I'm having a threesome with somebody else. I remember, I think my last year's girlfriend, she was about maybe 10, 11 years older, younger than me. And I remember, we were supposed to have a threesome before we got together. And it never happened, because we haven't given each other. And when I told her, when I said what's happening with the threesome, she told me to find someone to play with. I guess it's because she felt like she didn't have to because now she's in a relationship, right? That's okay. But guess what? When I either want to spend a night out, hey, I'll spend a fucking night out. I don't give a fuck if you was at my crib or not. I'll spend a night out. I'll go, still with fucking other bitches. Well, I never ever promised her that I wouldn't not mess with other females. But best believe I had that threesome. I had plenty of threesomes with other females while I was with her ass. But yo, ladies, y'all be in a situation with your dude and don't give him what he's supposed to get as a man, but they give it to a dude who won't even take y'all serious. A man supporting man says, these 3 or 4 are selfish. They ain't sharing their girlfriend with you, LOL. But hey, here's the thing. I almost kind of feel like that's the way to gauge how much they like you too. Because here's the thing. There's some girls who say, well, here's the thing. I've heard men be tricked that their women say that they don't want to share their dude. But guess what? I almost believe that when a woman kind of respects you sexually, she'll almost kind of want to see you put it down on another woman. Not necessarily she's a square, but if she's a worldly woman or she's been, she's a little older than 25, man, these girls are nasty, bro. Trust me, they're more willing to give you some pussy being nasty than not giving than give you some pussy with you being a nice guy. Facts, for real, man. 3 or 4 are definitely very selfish. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? I forgot what this is, but I'm about to play it.
My nigga.
Audience calling somebody old, Facts. Yeah, they see the thing, bro. You know, they tend to deflect, bro. They tend to say what they really want to say about themselves to other people. I think it's clinically proven that most of the things that they say to other people is really about themselves. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? Let's see here. Hold up.
Way to learn some of the unwritten rules. That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
Do that. Correct. With the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional... How'd you do that? Correct. With the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional Fusion Center, they were able to identify the women using facial recognition software called Clearview AI. They also then do a little bit further investigation into social media accounts and other databases like that to try and further confirm the identity. Remember, everything that gets put on social media is out there forever and may be used against you in a court of law. The 3 ladies in question, 2 of you guys have been identified. There's warrants out for your arrest. You might as well come turn yourself in and get the ball rolling on your court case here. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to get picked up at some point.
Emotional damage.
See? When twerking goes wrong.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yep. Kevin Murray says, wait, what? yeah, man.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, man. So they're gonna be twerking in the jail cell together, bro. Shit crazy.
Nasty bitch.
Oh. It said, those bird brains were twerking on a police car? Yes.
Correct. With the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional Fusion Center, they were able to identify the women using facial recognition software called Clearview AI. They also then do a little bit further investigation into social media accounts and other databases like that to try and further confirm the identity. Remember, everything that gets put on social media is out there forever and may be used against you in a court of law. The 3 ladies in question, 2 of you guys have been identified. There's warrants out for your arrest. You might as well come turn yourself in and get the ball rolling on your court case here. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to get picked up at some point.
Emotional damage.
My nigga.
Oops. Now, of course, yes. Now, Kimberly Reese says, in my day, a lady, hey, what's up, Kimberly Reese? She says, in my day, a lady act like a lady. If you was going to dance, you do it in the bedroom where you get down and dirty. Right. No doubt. I hear you. And then he says, Kevin Murray says, the most educated.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Now, now, before you say, before anyone come in here in the comment section talk about white people do it too, I don't want to hear none of that shit right now.
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I
Yeah,
read
you know
it.
what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Now, let's just be real. A lot of dudes be going through, saying the fact that they're, second best to certain type of dudes who are willing to take that penitentiary chance to get that pussy.
Kind of fetish with street dudes because we mistake them as being more
Billion.
Hold up.
some kind of fetish with street dudes because we mistake them as being more masculine. I really wish that women would stop putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want. If we actually held ourselves accountable for the type of men that we chose, I don't think we would keep romanticizing men that are in survival mode. I've actually never dated a street guy that was very protective. It's a complete myth that they're more masculine and more protective, and they're actually more combative, and they lack a lot of emotional maturity because they're in survival mode. They're not trying to love you. I don't care how many black movies that they create where the love is so toxic, and then for some reason, especially in the black community, we romanticize these toxic relationships, and then we romanticize these guys and say that we want this Russell Wilson, Sierra type of love, but we're never going to get there if we keep talking about we want a hood dude. Especially if you're not a hood chick, they see you as naive and gullible. Don't let the hype fool you where they're like, oh, you're wifey material because you speak a certain way and dress a certain way. The only difference is that hood chicks know exactly what type of time a street dude is on. There is nothing that you'll understand about a person that can analyze, observe you, and know how to get what they want from you, because where they're from, there's less resources. Their survival mode makes you navigate differently through life. And I know this because I've experienced this. If you don't come from struggle, the way you view the world in relationships are just different. So if you're from the suburbs and people, and you speak a certain way, you have a certain disposition and demeanor, trust me, you do not align with no street dude, and they see you as silly and naive.
Yo, no cap. She didn't tell no lie. She didn't tell no lie. And yes, she is very pretty. She's a good looking woman. Very good looking black woman. Now, Kevin Murray asks, Cali West, Miami, are you there? Yes, I am, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your boy I had to take a quick I had to handle something real quick. So my bad. Don't worry. Sometimes my show's very fast paced, but sometimes I move a little slow sometimes, Hey man, I used to be on for like 2 hours a night and stuff like that, and I used to get no bathroom break, no nothing. So sometimes every now and then in between a little video, I will make sure, I handle my business, G. And yo, man, I appreciate you if you're saying, I don't know if I'm asking too mature, but everybody, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Uh-oh. Is that the new world order? Ah, shit.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah, well, my camera just go out of nowhere. Shit. I pay too much for this damn camera to be doing that. But that might be the new world order right there, for real.
Emotional damage.
But yeah, let's talk about it for a second. Hood men being fetishized. Let's just be real. You know, I don't know who it was who brought this up, or what video. I don't know if it was when I was watching Coach Greg Adams or what, but you know, like a dude will come back from college or something like that, or he got promoted to a job, and nobody in the hood would do nothing for him. But as soon as some dude come back from jail, everybody doing all types of stuff for him. You know, getting him clothes and stuff like that, making sure he all right. But they never do nothing for the guy. There's no reward for the good guy. And let's just be real. It's almost that way for a woman too, to some degree. There's not much reward for the good girl either, unless she is guided by an elderly family member, or saying that guided by the right social crowd. Let's just be real. Now, good girl, she don't know better. She good with the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? That good girl will be bad. And you know what they say? When a good girl go bad, she's bad forever.
Emotional damage.
So these girls, they tend to want to mess with hood figures, you know what I'm saying, all the way to about 35, 36. And then when you bump into them, they want to tell you, oh, they ain't got no time for no games.
Dude, you've been done.
My bad.
Nasty bitch.
These hoes crazy. And I'm glad that she laid it out, you know. And I'm gonna give her a pass for doing a car video. Y'all know I'm not big on car videos. You feel me? The only time I don't mind people doing car videos is at least if I know that they did some in-house shit, you know. I don't care if they're in the corner of their room. You know, for some reason, I always suspect car videos only because I feel like, with a car video, I almost feel like you gotta hide your opinion. So unless I know you and you're doing car videos, if I know you and you're doing car videos and you did videos in studio and stuff like that, and you gotta rep. Car videos, I guess, is okay. But when I be seeing new people or just people I just don't know what they're doing car videos, I always kind of think of suspect because it's like, okay, whoever you're around, you can't even speak your mind about that. So I don't know. I'm a little prejudiced like that, I should say. Now, let's continue to the next video. Because she basically hit it on the nut, she hit it on the head. She hit it on the head, for real. So salute to this beautiful sister right here. Check this out. Once I'm able to load it up. Let's see what Dr. Umar got to say. Shout out to Excellent Pro.
Purpose before you look for anything else. Don't look for a woman before you have your purpose. Don't look for a career before you have your purpose. Don't look for anything until you know why you are here. Because we were all sent to earth by the Almighty to fulfill an obligation. Once you know who you are and why you're here, then you decide on the rest of that. A man has no business getting married until he know what his purpose is. We don't spend enough time finding out our purpose. We spend too much time chasing the damn crowd.
Okay. That's funny. That's ironic that he says that, right? But yet he wants black men to listen to him and go marry up these single mothers, bro. Yo, make that make sense. But then I'm supposed to. But then at one point you want us to have find our own purpose, and stop trying to pursuing anything else, right? But then we're supposed to pursue black love and fixing the community and all that, right, Dr. Umar?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Dr. Umar, I can't even take you serious, bro.
Silence, you furry fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Crazy is the man is very intelligent. I would never say that a man is dumb or an idiot or anything like that. He knows exactly what he's doing. And that actually makes it worse to me. At that,
He ain't lying.
You are talking about black queens forever, but you ain't made a woman queen yet. You ain't married up one queen yet, bro.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. All right, I got some more Dr. Umar for y'all, but it's kind of more of on a comedic run. Let's see here. Where's it at? Oh, here we go.
Is a strong black woman. Yep. That's a strong black woman.
I don't know why I thought Dr. Umar was at the end of it. Shout out to Dr. BOA. A man support man said you should have a harem of single mothers. Gotcha. Sheesh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
No, Lord. Shit. Hey, I might already have that already. Shit. Shit, at this point, shit, especially in our age group, you know what I'm saying? Some of them hoes are gonna knock down. They definitely gonna get some baby mamas. More women, especially black women in the community, have kids more than the men do. Right? Let's see here. What's this?
If you're wondering if they know each other, no, they don't. And if you're wondering if this is fake, no, it's not. And now, here comes the police. I commend this man for staying calm. I commend this man for not reacting because, to be honest, he would have been justified in doing whatever he had to do to defend himself. But he did.
He ain't lying.
You, my man. Good on
My nigga.
appropriately by authorities.
He definitely did the right thing, because I would have knocked her ass the fuck out, bro. Straight up.
Emotional damage.
A man support a man says, what kept you from having kids, or did you have some close calls? Probably been some close calls. Shit, might even have some kids I don't even know about, bro. You feel me? Shit, back in the day, DNA test was as, readily available and stuff like that. And, people lose phone. Hey, remember, there was a time that people had phone books, like little notebooks, like little handheld books that they had phone numbers in, bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Them kids, if I got any kids, they about 20 of them themselves, bro. You feel me? Shit, I don't know. You know what they say? Mama's baby, papa's maybe. But I done had some close calls at child support court, but that's about it. Nothing substantiated or anything that I'm saying. If I got some, I don't know. I to be honest with you, I believe I am pretty responsible with that. Because I don't just be shooting up the club, you feel me? But shit, there was at one point in time where, I was probably good with the equipment, but I didn't really know how to handle the equipment. So shit, you know what I'm saying? There might be some little Callies and, there might be some little Callies running around. Oh, excuse me. Now, let's see here. All right, so let's continue. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? Oh, I don't know. This girl right here, she kind of a live wire. You know what I'm saying? You never know where she's gonna go, but she's saying she's speaking some real spill right here today. So I'm gonna let her slide.
Ain't no war on black women's weight. If you want to see a war on somebody's weight, go over to some of these other races and see how strict their men are when it comes to weight. A lot of these other communities, the women know to keep their bodies under control and keep their weight under control because they men don't play. Black men have given grace for a long time when it comes to addressing black women's weight. They just now really coming out and talking about how dissatisfied they are with the weight of the women in the community. It's 2025 and a lot of y'all are still stupid enough to think that a man having sex with you means something, that it means that you're desirable, that it means that you're attractive. And because a lot of y'all are so male-centered, even though you lie and say you not, you hold on the extra weight just to keep that butt that you think that you got, right? A lot of y'all have been past thick, right? Nothing about you is thick. But you got a bunch of low vibrational pookies who be lying and telling you what you want to hear all for the sake of having sex with you. And because you're stupid and you believe that a man wanting to have sex with you means that you're desirable and that he actually wants you, because you still haven't figured out in 2025 that there's no correlation between a man having sex with you and wanting you. You would think you dum-dums would know that by now, but I done seen several of y'all make videos and y'all sitting there talking about, well, they can't care about my weight too much because I still get ends, I still get dudes still smashing and ain't complaining. No, they not complaining because you still giving it up, stupid, right? But it don't mean that they don't like your body. It don't mean that they still ain't telling their homeboys how disgusting they think you look with your clothes off, right? None of that is still not happening just because they sleep with you. The fact of the matter is a lot of y'all can't get to the next step with these men in relationships because they don't like your body. All right, you might be cool, you might be having sex with him, but at the end of the day, he don't picture himself being with nobody who physically look like you. That's why a lot of y'all ain't getting no dates. That's the reason why you only get you up late text messages. Like, they don't want to be seen with you in public. They don't want to be associated with you. They don't want people knowing that they mess with somebody who looks like you. And that's just a harsh reality for a lot of y'all to accept. So you have to lie to yourself and tell yourself that these men actually like you just because they willing to smash you. Because you're dumb. Because ain't no way in 2025 you still believe that. But y'all definitely still believe that men sleeping with y'all actually means something. And again, the men are at fault for this. A lot of the men have lied to y'all that y'all was thick when you've been past thick. Nothing about you is thick. It actually, everything about you is thick, right? Arms, stomach, legs. But I said in another video, a lot of y'all won't get in the gym and lose weight because you so scared of losing that big sloppy butt that you'll keep it just so that you can have it because you feel like that's the best thing that you got to offer. You don't feel like your face really hitting on nothing, and the only time you really get compliments or men really say anything to you is when it's about your body. So God forbid you lose the one thing that's desirable to men when you're so male-centered, and the only thing you care about is your desirability when it comes to men. So a lot of y'all will skip out losing weight just so you can keep that big, wide, sloppy mess in the back of you that you call a fat A, right? Just so that you can stay desirable to men who only want to sleep with you and don't see nothing else with you in the future. But at the end of the day, stop it. There's no war on nobody's weight, because if it was, you'd realize that you've had it easy when it came to how black men address black women's weight. And you would see these other communities, they don't have almond moms for nothing. They train their daughters from the time they born to keep that weight under control and to stay skinny. So be for real.
Ooh, shit.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
But did she lie though? But did she lie though? She crazy. She crazy. She ain't tell no lie. She ain't tell no lie at all. And it's true. It's true. You know, a man support a man, you know, he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Dig them fat hoes to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But late night when nobody could see. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it is what it is.
Really him. Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
It's true. It's true. And what's crazy is that could be applied to anything. Like, you know, even with the weaves, even a chick with a weave. Let's just say the chick is in shape, but she always wearing this weave, and she always got on makeup. The day that her dude catch her without that makeup and that weave, he gone, bro. He gone.
He ain't lying.
He gone. And his thing, and when a dude hit that fat chick and he get that post-nut clarity, he gone already. He gone. That shit crazy, bro. But it's true. But they always confuse sexual attraction with relationship value. And unfortunately, they don't go hand in hand as much as women believe. It doesn't. Now, what else we got going on? But but these chicks do be plenty past thick, bro. Plenty past thick. What happened right here? Talk about thick. Here we go. Goddamn. Now, am I gonna say she's bad looking? I kind of wonder if that's even AI. I wouldn't be surprised. Miami Man ain't here tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's our AI specialist. But I don't feel like this is AI. But here's the thing. And a dude would get with her in real life. You know what I'm saying? And really want to be with her too. But like old girl kind of said, you know, black men, we have given black women grace about being fat for a very long time, or their weight. Why? Because black men, we couldn't really get anything else. Like, for example, we had to work with what we had. You feel me? And we had to work with what's in our pockets, I guess, and our value. But yeah, man. Nowadays, where you can eat cleaner and eat better, you don't have to eat slave food. And then you get your money up. You're not gonna believe. Look, here's the thing. Even though she is very sexy, this chick that I got on here, whether she's AI or not, I mean that's only for bedroom fun, man, bedtime fun. You ain't gonna want to be with her for real. It says, P. Francis come through. What's up, G? He says not AI, more like Ayo. What up, chat? What up, Kelly West? Man, thank you for tuning in to another episode, G. I appreciate you for tuning in, P. Francis, and I definitely appreciate the super chats there on Cali West Miami. $sign Cali West 1 on the Cash App. I appreciate you. But I ain't gonna lie, she's attractive. She's attractive. But just imagine how much more attractive she would have been if she just wasn't that size. Like, that's my only thing. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I know I fuck big girls. I know I fuck big girls, but most big girls are not gonna be like that. You feel me? There's always the exceptions to the rule. There's an exception to the rule. But, trust me, ain't nothing like messing with a chick who is able to be picked up. Trust me, it's always more better. Shit, most niggas don't even have enough equipment to even handle all this fat ass right here. Not that I know what most people got, but I'm just saying from what these ladies are saying, motherfuckers probably don't even have enough equipment for all of that. Now, let's see here. Okay. Here goes something that's not so fat. Jesus. You want to put that pussy on me, put it on me. Bent up like a pretzel, boy. I got another video about bending like pretzel. The thickness. What about that? Hold up. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I got a great follow-up video for that. Tell me I got it. Come on. Oh. There you go. There you go, P. Francis. A little thick. She looked like the girl in the picture a little bit. Except that looked like a real Spanish woman. That's her real hair and all. There you go. Check her out. But that's pretty flexible for a little thick chick, no? Ooh, she nasty. Ooh, you nasty, girl.
Nasty bitch.
P. Francis said, and the feet are out. Yes, Lord. P. Francis, I forgot you are a free agent, man. Salute to P. Francis for being a free agent.
My nigga.
Man. Between her and this chick right here, Ninja, yo, man.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Feet out. Feet out. Yeah. Who do you think did it better? I ain't lie. You see, look, that thick chick looked better than her in her face. Like face card, you know, I would say, oh girl got beat right here. But body wise, bro. That's that I'm toxic but still get me pregnant anyway pose right there, bro. She gonna want you to leave that thing in. She wants your pull out game weak.
This is a sick Negro.
Well, yeah. Let's not get OnlyFans models pregnant, y'all.
He ain't lying.
Now, what else I got for y'all boys? Oh, listen to what this shit gotta say. She is a straggle daggle, so we gotta take it with a grain of salt. But check this out. And a matter of fact, it's your boy, that boy, what's his name? Shannon Sharp. Check it out. Where's she at? Here we go.
Leaving my man for cheating once. Man, I'm probably gonna get like 4 times.
4? Damn.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to get your number. 4 times, Joy?
Yo. Ain't that Carisha? Ain't that Diddy girl? I don't know. You know what? We didn't hear much about her. So it sounded like Diddy was smart. It looked like he compartmentalized. Look, this is what's crazy. I shouldn't have even put that up on her because Carisha has had her, other than her transporting illegal substances, supposedly, allegedly, she's been kind of squeaky clean about that, actually. Hey, hold up for a second. Hey, I'm going to bring up something that's actually kind of tripped out. I don't know about y'all. I only know about Carisha dealing with 2 people. That was Diddy, and I think she was messing with her old producer or something like that, or some shit like that. But Carisha, for the most part, she got under 3 bodies as far as I know. I know she's a city girl. I know she was talking that whole shit. I know she almost started a subculture herself with the city girls, right? But what's ironic is, would you imagine in 2025, Carisha was a woman with a decent body count, but it is Cassie, the one who we thought was the most good girl, ended up being the biggest hoe in the industry, bro. Tell me that ain't fucking a mind. Tell me that's not a psyop.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Just imagine that. Carisha for city girls. And then she'll let her dude cheat 4 or 5 times. I mean, she'll just let her dude cheat. She was the one no dude who's gonna cheat all the time. But just imagine that, y'all. Carisha was the one who came out. She's the one who even admit getting a golden shower on her. So guess what? She didn't get ran through a pipe that one of the other dudes, or at least it never came out, right? Hey, you gotta give her a little bit of props for that. You don't really have to. What I'm just saying.
This is a sick Negro.
Yo, man, it's the 2-hour mark. It's past 12 o'clock. Yo, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning into another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this shit. Cali West, I'm out of here, y'all. Have a good night, y'all. Oh, shit. I do want to read the comment section. P. Francis said she was probably better at keeping her sex life behind closed doors. Well, that and keeping affairs out of the business too, right? So that's true too as well. Well, I tell you this, there's a lot of things that wasn't supposed to come out, came out. And luckily nothing came out about that. So, you know, but I guess, like I said, Cassie probably didn't have, see, the only reason why she probably couldn't tell on Old Girl is because she didn't have access to Old Girl. So that's why I guess it keeps to keep your stable set up, right? But once again, though, I hope y'all have a good night, man. Peace out for real.